There are good cops as well as the corrupt ones, and on rare occasions they defend the rights of violated citizens against their colleagues. Today, we will look at how good cops stand up to bad cops. On November 13th, 2023, Mr. Free traveled to the Northwest Mountain Regional Office for the Federal Aviation Administration in Des Moines, Washington, to conduct an audit. This was prompted by a tip from someone who reported experiencing rude and combative behavior from federal employees while attempting to file a Freedom of Information Act request. Mr. Free recorded his interactions during the audit.
Can I help you, sir?
No.
You're on federal property.
Okay.
What are you taking pictures of?
Anybody to sir?
Yeah, I'm making contact right now. Excuse me?
Why are you worried about that?
Because I do security. This is all federal property. You can't be on federal property unless you have an appointment.
How confident of that are you?
I'm pretty confident of that.
Really?
Yes, sir.
I'm willing to make you a bet on that.
Why are you on federal property?
Why would I explain that to you?
Because you're not supposed to be on federal property unless you have a reason to be on federal property.
Really?
Or you have a proper identification.
Oh. So are you asking for my identification?
Yes, sir. Do you have any identification?
I don't.
That's fine.
My name's Gandalf.
That's fine. Can I walk you off federal property? I'm not trying to be rude.
No, I appreciate it. Yeah, no, I'm going to politely decline that request.
I have to ask you to leave, otherwise
I totally understand you have to ask me. I'm sure that's probably in your policy manual or something.
It is.
I'm going to deny the request politely. If you want to, call maybe FPS.
Oh, you know that.
Probably want to give them a jingle.
Call FPS.
All right, great.
The security officer asked Mr. Free to leave the property, but he refused, prompting the officer to call the Federal Protective Service. FPS, a federal law enforcement agency under the Department of Homeland Security, is tasked with securing over 9,000 federal facilities across the U.S. FPS, also contracts private security firms to provide armed protective security officers or armed contract security officers for these buildings. While ACSOs handle duties like access control, patrol, and responding to disturbances, they are not federal officers, and their authority to arrest or use force varies by contract. In this case, it is likely that the security officer Mr. Free encountered was a contractor without the authority to physically remove him from the property.
It will be hard to miss me. I am in a cleverly disguised orange and black mixed colored jacket.
You do blend in very well today, sir.
If you guys want to go be warm inside, I'll just be moseying around. I won't be very hard to find, like I said. Appreciate the company for a few minutes.
Well, we'll keep an eye on you.
All right. I'm going to make a quick bet with you guys, though, that even if they do by some chance show up, that they'll leave before I do.
Oh, they will be here.
Yeah,
They're en route.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make a quick bet though. They're gonna leave before I do. Any takers?
I'm not a betting man.
Not a betting man?
Oh, yeah. No.
Pardon me.
Yes, sir.
Did you guys want to come in? I gotta do some work inside, so. Oh, hey, that was fast. That was fast. Is there a PRO on site, by the way? Is there a PRO on site?
You'll find out, sir.
Okay. Well. How are you doing?
Pretty good. How are you,
What
man?
are you doing up here all the way
I
from
knew
Portland?
it was going to be you. How are you, man?
Good. How about you, 1523?
Pretty good.
Or do you just prefer Michael?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Michael's fine. Brings you all the way up here.
Actually, I am in the area getting ready to do some business at the FAA.
Okay.
That's about it.
Yeah.
How about you? What brings you up here? Did you
Well,
just literally
So the thing
haul
is,
up from Portland?
No. You caught me at a time last time when I was in Portland. I was just down there for a detail for a short time. So this is actually where I'm stationed.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I mean, like I said, like I told you before, I'm not going to stop you from
Well, I know there's. I mean,
so.
honestly, I know I'm not going to get any problem with you, Michael. So I'm with Inland Auditing Media.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. Well, I mean,
Good to see you, man.
Nice to see you, man.
Yeah. No, that's great. How's 1414 doing?
He's good.
Did I catch him on a bad day?
No, I think you were his first mentor auditor, and I was letting him take it at first.
Hey,
but
nothing wrong with that.
He's good. You know what? I think it helped. I think things like this help police just to be involved in something like this and get to know exactly what we're supposed to do and stuff like that. So
That's one of the beautiful things. You can agree to disagree. You can have a polite, debate if you want, and it doesn't have to be ugly or anything. So,
Nope.
What's the name of your channel again?
Inland Auditing Media.
Well, like I said, you got business here. Well, I mean, you can.
I do. Yeah. Hey, really great to see you again,
Yep, nice
Michael.
to see you.
Carlos.
Yes, sir.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, be safe.
All right. You guys too. So I need to see if I can get a PRO, or I can go through. It's fine, but I just need to get a FOIA document if I could.
That's fine. Yeah, we just need to see if we can get him what he needs. Yeah.
Just go on the FAA website. You're not coming in.
Why not?
Just go on the FAA website.
How come I'm not coming in?
Because who are you here to see?
I'm here to do a Freedom of Information Act request.
Who are you here to see them?
Whoever the PRO is.
Public relations
Well,
officer.
see, here's the problem. They're only here for appointments. So did you see our parking lot, how full it was?
Far.
So your people.
Well,
Far. I'm gonna be real
no,
clear about this,
he-
too, Far.
He can come to the federal building and conduct business.
There's no one here to see him.
That's
It's
fine.
appointment only.
So all we have to do is let him know that, right? Give him a number, give him a contact, something like that. But there's nothing out here that says that this building's closed to appointments only.
I understand.
So the building's not closed, so he can come into the federal facility.
There's no one here to see him.
So is there a public relations office here?
No.
Okay.
Yes,
So-
but no.
but they're not here.
Correct.
Hey, Far.
They're only here when they
I'll change it up.
We need to get the information. Who's the name of the PIO?
Who's the PO? Yeah. So
That's
we
the way
need to
it's
get him
going.
the information.
Well, there's Bill Meyer. I'm the security guy.
I need to get the PIO's information. Name and contact information.
And also, Far, I am gonna come inside.
Good for you.
So let's get that process on, okay?
No.
Why not? Are you denying me access to the building?
Who are you here to see?
I'm not gonna tell you that. Are you denying me access to the building?
So, see, it's appointment only. It's escort only.
Far, I'm gonna make this real clear to you. Are you gonna deny me access or not?
All right, what are you? Are you my dad?
Are you denying me access or not?
I'm
You're
not-
the
I'm
security
not saying
person.
anything.
You need to figure it out, Far. Are you gonna process me or
So,
not?
let me get this straight. You're telling me what I need to do?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, good for you.
So are you gonna prevent me from going in or not?
He needs to be processed in.
Perfect. Welcome to the FAA.
Officer Michael tells the security officer that Mr. Free must be allowed access to the building. The FAA Northwest Mountain Regional Office, which serves several states, houses the FOIA Service Center Coordinator. Federal regulations state that government buildings can only be closed to the public during working hours if necessary for orderly conduct. Since Officer Michael asserts the building isn't closed, it appears Mr. Free had the right to access the public areas of the facility.
You have a photo ID?
No, I don't.
Oh.
I'm not gonna show you ID.
Do you have any weapons or explosives?
No.
But this person is going to be able to give you the information you need. One of the executive managers here.
Oh, okay.
I've dealt with her. She's very nice. So she'll
Great.
be able to point you in the right direction for FAA, who the PAO is.
That's
and
awesome.
How to do a FOIA request.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and sign in for me.
Yeah, you bet.
If you have something to write your information down, I'll give it to you.
Same applies for any federal facilities, public spaces. I'm not gonna
This
argue.
is the executive manager here for FAA. She'll be able to give you the information on how to get a FOIA request for FAA.
I really appreciate that, Michael.
No problem. Again, I hope you have a good rest of your day.
Yeah, you too, man.
Yeah, thanks.
Where are you going?
Oh, over there?
No, you're not.
Why?
This is the lobby.
Yeah, he can go over there.
No, we can't.
It's not unrestricted area. Will.
It is. It is a restricted area.
It's not restricted.
What says that it's restricted, Far?
Show me a restricted sign. Show me an employees only sign.
Everywhere you go, you have to be escorted. Every visitor has to be escorted in this building.
In restricted space.
No, in all spaces.
Restricted spaces.
I'm telling you. I'll have the President Bowen here. He can't even go back.
Hey, Far, watch me. I'm gonna walk over
You
there,
can go over there.
and you're not gonna do anything about it.
Yeah,
Okay?
because you have these guys right here stopping.
Whoa, Far. Think about what you're saying, dude. They're federal law enforcement officers that actually know what they're talking about. You need to stay in your lane.
You really do, Spark.
You got
Not
it?
point at me.
I will point at you. What are you going to do about it?
You can point all you want.
Security Officer Farr attempts to prevent Mr. Free from moving around the lobby, but Officer Michael clarifies that Mr. Free is allowed to walk and point as he wishes. The First Amendment protects filming in public spaces, and federal regulations permit photography in building lobbies and other publicly accessible areas. According to federal guidelines, individuals may photograph in common areas of federal facilities as long as they do not disrupt business or intrude on restricted spaces. Therefore, Mr. Free was likely within his rights to film in the lobby as long as he did not interfere with government operations.
You gotta cut it out at this point, man. I'm telling you, right now, on a contract standpoint, you gotta stop. Go to the loading dock, whatever you need to do. You need to go on a patrol, but you can't be here, okay?
All right.
Go.
I'll walk with you.
Hey, guys, thank you for standing up for my liberty. Seriously, I really
Have a
mean
good
it.
one, man.
Thanks. My primary reason for being here today is I had heard, and it appears to be the case, I received a tip and a lead that somebody came here to, in fact, seek assistance with a FOIA regarding the FAA, and they were turned away and treated poorly. I'm guessing based on Farr's response, that's probably who it was. I didn't get a name or anything.
I can't speak to that.
Yeah, no, I'm sure you can't. I mean,
I'm gonna take this real quick.
You bet.
I'll leave you with these guys.
be safe, guys. Have a good day. Wow. Whoa. That was insane.
After completing his audit, Mr. Free left the FAA building. He also did not mention filing a complaint or pursuing legal action. On September 6, 2023, Brittany Trevino drove past Officer Patrick Akers of the New Braunfels Police Department in Texas, expressing her displeasure by raising her middle finger at him. This was after a previous contentious encounter where she had been forcefully detained. The interaction was recorded on Officer Akers' body camera and later on Trevino's cell phone when the officers turned off their cameras.
Boy Charles Ball 5990, Boy Charles Ball 5990.
35 256. If it's possible, could you make my location? PD 256. Put me at the 1049 of Gardenia.
Bird 1049, Gardenia.
253, on duty stop.
That's Chris.
$35 on Gardenia.
That's Chris.
Officer Akers claimed he stopped Miss Trevino for flicking him off and allegedly failing to signal before changing lanes. However, the Supreme Court's 1989 decision in Texas v. Johnson protects expressive conduct like giving someone the middle finger under the First Amendment. Texas's disorderly conduct statute only prohibits gestures that incite an immediate breach of the peace, which the courts have determined does not include non-violent gestures like flipping off an officer. Even if Officer Akers used the failure to signal as a pretext for the stop, as long as there was probable cause for the traffic violation, the stop would likely be deemed constitutional. However, body camera footage suggests that Miss Trevino may have actually signaled when changing lanes.
Chris.
So this is that female, Trevino. She flicks me off as I'm going back to back of my patrol car, fails the single left hand to go into the left lane. She flicks me off, so I just wanted a second to make contact with her. How's it going? Officer Akers, New Braunfels Police Department. Okay.
I know who you are.
That's fine. Well, the reason why you being
over for flipping you off.
No, ma'am. The reason why
You are retaliating against me. You turned your sirens on and everything. Ran over here like a crazy person.
Okay. Well, ma'am, the reason why you're being contacted is you failed to signal lane change when you flicked me off.
Okay.
Okay. So go ahead and step out of the car. Step out of the car. I have 3 officers here.
He's hurt me before. Please don't let him.
Yeah. Would you mind, Henderson? Go ahead and detain her.
Don't.
In cuffs.
No, because he's done illegal to me.
Okay. All right. Just continue to violate that. You're under arrest for failed to signal lane change.
I'm under arrest for failing to signal a lane change?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm under arrest for failing to signal a lane change?
Yes, ma'am.
Stay still. I'm sorry. You guys just know this is bullshit. You guys just know it is. You guys know it is.
Officer Akers informed Miss Trevino that she was under arrest for allegedly failing to signal, which is a misdemeanor under Texas law. While the law allows arrests for such minor infractions based on probable cause, the arrest's legality hinges on whether Officer Akers had probable cause. If a court determined he lacked probable cause, the arrest could be deemed unlawful under both state law and the Fourth Amendment.
Grab my phone. Please grab my phone.
We'll get it.
You want me to transport, or you think better?
Danny can do it.
Danny, would you mind just transporting? You don't have to do anything else other than transport. I'll be there. PD 2B6.
Go ahead.
Can you go ahead and get me next rotational record? That female is in my custody. I believe it's going to be Brittany Trevino.
Next question, one in custody at 8:39.
What's that? Yeah, she has a driver's license, but...
I'm going to turn this off. Go off.
Yeah, she has a driver's license, but...
Why are we arresting you for traffic infraction?
Well, she comes down the street, comes right towards me. As I'm walking back by the car to do nothing, she flicks me off.
Mm-hmm.
And then as she does that, she gets on the lane and fails the signal lane change.
Mm-hmm.
See? You guys, it's going to be an issue?
Huh?
You think it's going to be an issue?
Given your history.
Yeah.
Any other person you would write a ticket to, right?
Yeah.
So that's how you have to treat every interaction. So if you would normally write a ticket to this person for this, just because that in the past you've done this, this, and this, right? This is something that you would normally write a ticket for. Then it's write a ticket for.
Yeah. You want me to go ahead, please?
Yeah. Sergeant Scott ordered Officer Akers to release Miss Trevino, arguing that an arrest wasn't justified for a minor offense that typically warrants a citation. While probable cause usually defeats First Amendment retaliation claims, the Supreme Court in Neves v. Bartlett allows an exception if someone is arrested in retaliation, while others in similar situations are not. Since Officer Akers admitted he would have issued a citation instead, Ms. Trevino may have grounds for a retaliatory arrest claim under this exception.
Procedure for the plate for Charles Paul 1990 for number 3, Volkswagen 4 North Road.
PD 35, cancel order. 217, can you bring it back up there? Can you take the handcuffs off? Alright. So let's write the ticket and go about it that way.
Sounds good.
All you're going to do is give her more ammo. Alright? Yep. So write the ticket, just fill it out.
I did mine.
You start yours back up.
Yeah, I did.
For some reason my car is not working. There's no body cam.
What's that?
Brittany, come here. Can you go right by the back of the car, please?
Audience, heard a copy broadcast. It's going to be the 25-minute block of 46 West. Callers advising a red Lincoln SUV. Female swerving and putting her makeup on. Have a license plate of North Sam Henry 9090.
Do you have an email address? What? L? Okay. What? That's it is. Alright, Brittany L.
No, we don't make dinner best on it. Well, yours is pretty thin, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are they doing? You would think, I don't know, because I never trusted it. I was always like, and they're like, you can stab right through it. And I'm like, what do you mean you can stab through it? You guys want me to wear this for bullets? Are you kidding me? What do you mean you can stab through it? And I never tried. They did tell me though that you can stab right through it.
It's a finalizing that like Alright. So right here, Brittany, this is going to be your citation. You received one before. The court date is 9/27/23. Address and phone number for the photo right here. This is a QR code to check it online. Here's more options down here about taking care of it online. Okay? So, you're good to go. So I understand that you flicked the officer off. That's not. So my question was, did you flick the officer off?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the thing. Regardless of what your history is with Officer Akers, your intense hate caused you to flick him off, and then you committed a traffic violation. Okay? And you've just gone on about your day and not worried about flicking people off or anything like that. None of this would have happened.
I know, but
oh, yeah. No, I didn't. Let me get your signature on it. So that's not pleading guilty. That just promises to take care of that ticket. Okay.
I didn't.
None of it ever is good on those automated ones. Okay. So here's the thing, right? Had you just gone on about your day, right? So your intense hatred is causing you to do other things that is drawing attention to you.
I understand.
You need to move on with your life and move along. Okay?
It's hard when something's so wrong. It's not for you. I always, you know, I always.
But,
And I never thought it happened to me ever could have happened in a million years. I never would have thought that.
I'm not here to debate this situation with you. I watched the video. I know everything that occurred. Okay? I know about the court stuff, everything that occurred.
And it
If Officer Akers had done anything wrong, he wouldn't be here right now.
That's
right?
not true.
That's 100% true. It is. So you need to move on and not be running around flipping people off, right? I get it. That's your First Amendment if you want to flip people off. But what it did is it caused you to create a hazard into a traffic infraction right in front of an officer, right? With your citation, you're all complete, so you're good to go whenever you want. But my advice is to move on, right? Because you clinging onto this is causing more problems, right? It just did right now. Correct?
I understand that bad things will happen to me if I
No, that's not what anybody's saying, right? You flicking people off
I know.
has caused you to do a traffic infraction right in front of an officer and caused you to get a ticket. Right? You can choose to be defined by your past, or you can decide what you want to do. Right? But if you choose to be defined by what happened to you in the past, then you will always continue to be that person. Right? You understand what I'm saying? That's regardless of what y'all's history is, you need to move along with it. Right? Got nothing more to say. Don't forget your phones on top of your car. You should drive off without it.
After receiving a citation and a lecture from Sergeant Scott, Miss Trevino was allowed to leave. There is little information available about this encounter, and it's unclear whether Miss Trevino contested the ticket, filed a complaint, or plans to pursue legal action. On January 14th, 2021, a Harnett County resident reported her dirt bike stolen to the Fuquay-Varina police. 16 days later, she identified her bike being sold by Malcolm Ziegler through Facebook. After confirming the bike's vehicle identification number, she contacted the police, who then dispatched 2 officers to Ziegler's home to investigate possible felony possession of stolen property.
Okay, what's your name? Malcolm?
Yes.
What's your last name? Malcolm Ziegler?
Yeah.
Okay, you got your ID on you?
No, I do not.
Okay.
But that wasn't us riding. We haven't rode at all this week.
Where do you stay? You stay here?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I haven't rode at all today. He could have just came by here.
Who's that guy? Who's that guy running down the street?
That's his friend. They say somewhere up there.
Okay. Do me a favor, man. Go ahead and put your hands behind your back for me, okay?
Within minutes of arriving, the officer placed Mr. Ziegler in handcuffs without verifying the facts, raising questions about the legality of the detainment. The Fourth Amendment protects citizens from arbitrary arrests and unreasonable searches, requiring some objective justification for any seizure. In previous rulings, the Supreme Court has determined that probable cause is necessary for a lawful detainment. At the time of Mr. Ziegler's detention, the officer had no objective evidence, relying only on hearsay from the complainant. This lack of substantiating evidence could lead a court to rule the detainment as unlawful.
I'll show you that I bought it.
Yeah, we'll get all that taken care of, man. But what I need you to do is just hang tight for me right here, okay?
Gosh, what did I do?
Just hang tight for me right here. Work on getting you out of those soon, okay? Just keep cooperating with me. I appreciate it. And we'll get everything squared away.
Stole before. I don't.
Okay. And sir,
I can try to find the bill of sale. I have
sir,
a lot of
and I'm not saying that you stole it. Right now, what we've got is we just got a stolen motor vehicle. We're not saying that you stole the vehicle. Okay, I'm not saying that at all, okay?
Yes, sir.
But it still is.
The officer informs Mr. Ziegler that possessing stolen property is a crime, even if he didn't steal it. Under North Carolina law, to be guilty of this crime, one must know or have reasonable grounds to believe the property is stolen. While proving this knowledge is necessary for conviction, an officer can still make an arrest if there are objective reasons to suspect it. Mr. Ziegler offers to show a bill of sale to prove the dirt bike was bought legally, challenging any claim of criminal intent.
So he's talking with your dad right now.
I can tell you. I can show you if you can go. You can go on my phone. I can show you exactly what I bought it from.
Okay. Hey, how you doing, sir? Hey,
Dad, I need that bill of sale.
Reason all this is going down, that vehicle's been entered as stolen into National Crime Information Center. Do you have the bill of sale by any chance, sir?
I don't know where it is. It's either in my room or in the garage.
You gotta tell me where it is, Marcus. I saw y'all sign it, but what did you do? What is the guy's name that sold you the bike?
I think it's like Tony or something. If you go on my phone, you can look at the Facebook profile.
Okay, well, also, tell me what the bill of sale is.
Go on the counter and see if it's on there.
What counter?
Inside the kitchen, the first one that has all.
Is he detained or 1095?
From what I heard, 1095, and that was before I even verified the VIN.
Okay.
But
that's my first thing I asked.
That's what now I'm not 100% certain, but I believe I heard essentially 1095 before I was even able to verify the VIN.
Hey,
is he detained or is he?
He's detained right now because he is.
He's 14. He's 14.
Yes.
Okay.
So I already explained to him he's detained right now. I told him that.
So why is he detained?
Because that's a stolen motor vehicle.
Okay. So
I mean, Diggs verified the VIN number, right?
Is that before all that you verified before you?
I detained him and then we verified.
That's why I asked if he was 1095 or detained.
He's detained.
Okay. So, obviously he's a juvenile, right?
Yeah.
You're not charging him with larceny of a...
Nope.
Okay, because obviously that didn't happen.
Yep.
Here. So, worst you have is what?
Possession of a stolen motor vehicle.
Which is, you gonna think you get secure custody and all that?
Probably not.
Or a petition? Alright. You're 14, me personally, you ain't going nowhere. You're here with what, Dad?
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no sense of having him sit in the car with handcuffs on.
Okay.
You ain't... If he was 18, and you might be taken to jail for possession of stolen property, different. But you ain't gonna take him to jail, right? It's gonna be a petition.
The confronting officer questions the need to detain Mr. Ziegler, given the differences in handling minors versus adults. He emphasizes that the initial officer lacked a solid reason for detaining Ziegler and suggests reconsidering the situation before deciding on any charges. Ultimately, the initial officer agrees to release Ziegler, but still considers whether to charge him with possessing stolen property.
Yeah. So supposedly, I know they're working on getting the bill of sale right now. I haven't asked him any questions, but he's been running his mouth. He said that he got it from some guy off in Lillington. Okay. My whole thing is, I know legally he can still be charged.
Yeah. If he's got a bill of sale, me personally.
Yeah.
I have grown up racing dirt bikes, buying four-wheelers. I got 3 four-wheelers at the house now.
Yeah.
I've never once had one run until I was a cop.
Yep. Basically, what you're saying is if he has a bill of sale, you wouldn't end up filing the petition.
No, but I'd have him talk to Lake County and try
to figure out
of
course.
who he got it from or not.
Hey, where all do you think that bill of sale might be at?
So you can step out. We're going to take the handcuffs off.
The officer removed the handcuffs after Mr. Ziegler found the bill of sale. The officers explained the Ziegler family could seek restitution and left without filing charges. The full body cam footage was later released, and Mr. Ziegler's parents held a press conference calling for police reform and suggesting race played a role. The mayor defended the officers' actions as standard procedure. It's unclear if the Ziegler family will pursue legal action.